Hi, I'm Dean Singleton. I'm a Senior Research Fellow at the Auckland Cancer Society Research Centre. So I did my PhD here, and then I went overseas to the UK and did postdoctoral studies at the University of Oxford, and then I've been back here since 2015, establishing my own research lab at the centre. My main interest is in discovering new ways to treat cancer, so the identification of new targets. And I apply that to a disease called lower grade glioma. So it's a type of primary brain cancer. And what we do is we have established models of this disease in the lab, and we screen them with libraries to identify what particular genes these cancers depend on. I've always been fascinated by cancer as a disease and the challenge that it poses, and that's really what led me to pursue this career as a research scientist. Then my father was diagnosed with a brain tumour in 2009 and passed away a year later, so I think that has motivated me to be more focused on that disease, looking at really what the underlying mechanisms are that cause that tumour type. So spend a lot of my time in the research lab, and that involves developing new models. So we're developing cancer models that we can grow in the research lab that we can use for our research, and then manipulating them. So we use different techniques to modulate the levels of the genes. So one of the ways is that we knock the genes out, and then we can measure what the outcomes are. So we can look at what happens in the cells and find out which of our targets are the most important. The funding that we received from Cancer Society Auckland Northern has really been critical over the years. It's a very constant source that helps us maintain research momentum, and also really allows us to leverage that funding to apply for other funds too. So it's really the trunk of our research funding that allows us to do what we do. Without that, it makes it much more challenging. We're really grateful for the funding from the donors that continue to support the Cancer Society. It allows us to really be ambitious and think big when we take on this disease.